Do you want to take this away? I mean,
I'm sure. 8:15 last night, 8:15 p.m. last night, my WhatsApp group with some current and former colleagues lit up with a screen grab from the most recent sporting documentary, Chasing the Sun. Is that what it's called?
Chasing the Sun.
Chasing the Sun. You'll see here on your screen, for those watching us this morning, for those listening, it's a picture of a team meeting, evidently South Africa, with certainly Faf de Klerk in the front row, taking furious notes. Rassie Erasmus is at the front of the class. He's delivering a presentation here.
Look at that.
And for those of us watching, they will see on that screen a picture of our current colleague, Owen Sheehan, to my right here, and our former colleague, Dave McIntyre.
He's still our colleague from time to time.
It's a show that from 2018. It's as the show used to be known at that point, OTB AM. And on the screen there is a screen grab that says, what does it say? That is rotten to the core that you've got parents involved in the doping of their own sons. Dave McIntyre and South African doping culture, it says. And this was a screen grab from our own. It's evidently, obviously, you can see it on the left-hand side as well. It's one slide of a number of slides being used to motivate the South African squad ahead of the World Cup match just gone. Incredible stuff that basically you are responsible, I mean, for Ireland beating South Africa at the World Cup, but for trying to motivate them to the counter.
It's very interesting. We need to see the full episode to understand the context about this properly. However, in this 30-second trailer that's been put out there, the players are essentially saying that this meeting that they had motivated them more and they wanted to beat Ireland even more. All of a sudden, we really wanted to beat Ireland is the direct quote from the trailer. So maybe it's from some other source of motivation that they got, but maybe there's a chance that actually it's from one of the videos that we posted, which, you know what, that's fine. I just find it extremely weird that this is the specific video that they chose.
Bizarre.
We chat a lot of shite about South Africa. You can pick it. You can just go through our.
It wouldn't have been hard.
Twitter account. It wouldn't have been hard.
And also, you would have found something much more recent than 2018.
If you want to call us and my colleague Ger a troll in the context of South Africa, I can understand that gripe you may have. But going all the way back to before the previous World Cup, all the way back to October 2018, to pick the clip is one thing. But then the subject matter of the clip
isn't it? Like,
very interesting.
Astounding, I would go as far as to say that one of the leading coaches in a relatively global sport like rugby has chosen this moment to bring up something. It speaks to me about the actually endorsing the point that's being made in relation to doping in South African rugby, in the sense that, this clip now will obviously flash up in the rugby championship at some point over the next few months, but it says to me that they don't actually take it that seriously. We don't, it's not you wouldn't be using it as flippantly as that if you actually felt strongly about it.
I'm sure Rassie Erasmus takes doping very seriously. He would say that if he were here. But just to put a bit of context,
I'm not saying I understand the point that you're making.
But just to put the context on the piece, the piece is not to say that the South Africans don't take doping very seriously. The piece that he actually put up on screen is actually a reaction to a very well reported piece in the London Times, reported by Martin Ziegler, which essentially was that parents are involved in the doping of their children in South African rugby. We've spoken quite a lot on the show about Craven Week and the problematic nature of Craven Week, which has been connected to allegations of kids, young boys, ages of 14 and upwards, using banned substances for advanced muscle growth, etc., etc. There was one element in this Martin Ziegler piece, which is all in the clip